CCP continues to ignore the 2016 Permanent Court of Arbitration ruling that its 9-dash line has no legal basis and its artificial islands do not create its own exclusive economic zones, yet they continue to deploy the vessels to patrol the sea, intimidate our allies and partners, and swarm reefs. Dr. Park, right? Will the CCP ever resolve their disputes in the South China Sea through a rule of law approach, which I think we know what the answer may be, but will they always resort to might makes right?
Thank you, Chair Kim. And that's exactly what we're trying to push back against, and to make sure that our allies and partners are 100% resilient to those challenges. We continue to say out loud and to all who will hear, and to grow that chorus of condemnation against the PRC's unlawful and expansive maritime claims that have no basis in international law. And so we will continue to support our allies and partners. I will leave it up to the PRC to speak for themselves, but I think what our assessment is that the PRC sees this as a long game, and they're using a variety of tactics across multiple domains. And that includes economic, it includes security, it includes just outright harassment and coercion through might. And we're looking to tackle those issues in a multi-dimensional way.
So considering the CCP isn't abiding by the 2016 ruling or Xi Jinping's 2015 commitment to President Obama not to militarize the South China Sea, what prospects does that raise for a peaceful, orderly resolution of the disputed claims?
Thank you. One of the things that we're working with our allies and partners on is globalizing the South China Sea issue. As you have mentioned here today and in other venues, that so much of the global economy runs through the South China Sea, and it's a vital economic throughway. And so this is not just about China. This is not just about the countries in the region. It's vital for Europe. It's vital for us, the United States, an Indo-Pacific nation, and it's vital for all that are dependent on their economic the economy that runs through this. So we're looking to globalize. And so we were very happy to have ginned up support among 11 countries across the globe that rejected and condemned the PRC's unlawful reclamation activities. We are and so we're trying to globalize and making sure that we have a common understanding of the threats.
Got it, thank you. As was mentioned, the US and the Philippines has our mutual defense treaty, and we are pursuing more cooperation through the multilateral or additional sites under the enhanced defense cooperation arrangement. So I want to ask you, Ms. Ford, is the U.S. prepared to back up its mutual defense treaty with military force? And what message would it send to other countries in the region if the U.S. doesn't respond forcefully enough to an event that triggers that treaty?
Thank you so much. I think the credibility of our alliances is a bedrock part of U.S. security in the Indo-Pacific region and globally. And that's one reason that the department has been incredibly clear that when it comes to our treaty commitments to the Philippines, we believe an armed attack against Philippine armed forces, public vessels, aircraft apply in the South China Sea. That includes the Philippine Coast Guard. And we have said repeatedly and will continue to say that we stand by those commitments, absolutely.
Thank you. Our delegation also visited the Subic Bay. And I just wanted to ask you, what lessons did we learn from Subic Bay to ensure that we don't lose the critical infrastructure to the CCP in that region? Would you be able to answer that?
I'd be happy to chime in here. I actually had the opportunity to visit Subic earlier this year. I think we are very pleased to see that an American company is now helping with the administration of the Hanjin shipyard. I walked that shipyard. It's one of the largest shipyards in the world. It is critical strategic infrastructure. And the fact that US companies are cooperating and helping to build jobs and make sure that that strategic area stays in friendly hands, I think is incredibly important.
Thank you very, very much. At the time we visited, we weren't allowed to name the company name, but I guess it's becoming very clear that it is becoming final, Hanjin?
The Hanjin shipyard is
Yeah,
currently being
it's-
administered by an American company.
Great, thank you.